Hey everyone, this is Andy from Tennis with Andy. So I'm going to recap day 1 and day 2 of the Australian Open. So first of all, let's start with the women's draw. The WTA, the players are straight up balling, and the field is so deep. You have the likes of Kontaveits, Krejcikova, Muguruza. They have solid players like Barty, who's just always there. Then Paula Badosa ended 2021 really well, and she's on a tear right now as well. And so I think it's pretty much anybody who can win it. And then obviously the front runner, who I'd say is Naomi Osaka. And watching her match, her first match, she was really crushing the ball. And I think it's good to see Naomi playing again. And my hope is that she's just happy while she plays. And if she's happy and playing her game, then you guys better watch out, because she's hitting the ball really well. My hope also is that Sabalenka is able to get over the service yips. She had a struggle in her previous tournament. And then her first round, I think she won in 3 sets. So hopefully she's able to serve and play her game. And when she's playing her game, she's definitely a tough competitor. Now, in terms of the youngins, for Coco, for Leylah Fernandez, and Emma Raducanu, I just want to encourage everyone to just give them a chance in terms of don't put too much pressure on them. They're still very young. Everybody has their own journey. And I think Raducanu has had early success in getting the U.S. Open. I think the one thing that stands common across all 3 of them is that you see that will, that fire of a champion. They have that in their heart. They know that they could be the top players in the WTA. So looking forward to see how the future unfolds for them, and looking forward to seeing how the rest of the tournament goes for Emma. Now, switching over to the men's draw, let me just start off with my favorite match. Nicolas Basilashvili versus Andy Murray. Bash could just straight up crush the ball. Like, he was ripping backhands. He has probably one of the cleanest, heaviest backhands that I've seen on the tour. Him, Sinner as well. And his forehand is about the same pace as well. So Murray was able to win the first set 6-1, and what I loved seeing was Bash adjusting and using a little bit more of the slice on his backhand and putting more air on his forehand and really working the points. And when he had the opportunity, then he'd go for that flat-out winner on his backhand or forehand. So yeah, but all the credits go to Murray. I mean, this guy is a champion. He is one that I would just encourage all the juniors to watch, and just that his attitude of never giving up, never making excuses, and just always pushing. And he somehow made it through Bash in five sets. Looking forward to seeing how he's going to do the second round, and he has a potential tough third round match versus Sinner, I believe. So a good win for Korda, taking out Nori in straights. I expected that. I expected the win from Korda, but I didn't expect it to be so easy. And Monfils did a great job, had an easier match. And I think key for Monfils is that he's able to get through week 1 relatively easy, and then put it all into week 2. And my sentimental favorites are Monfils and Murray, as I said. Now, in terms of the big guns, you have Zverev and Medvedev both getting through pretty easily, and Nadal. So Nadal, he's one I think you should watch out for, because as he's getting more match tough, he's going to be better as we move along. And just watching his second round match, he was hitting his average first serve speed at like 120. Second serve was around like 103, 104. And so he's definitely going for a serve. So if Nadal is back to that, I think it was 2009 U.S. Open form, where he just decided to really go for his first serve, then you better watch out, because he's going to be lethal from his service games, and then returns. He has his banana forehand that's working really well for him. So Medvedev and Zverev both got through pretty easily. Karatsev, as you know, I'm a really big fan of Karatsev. I think he had, someone fact checked me on this, but I think he had like 107 errors in his first round match, but he won in 5 sets. So hopefully he could tame those down a bit and get a little bit more consistency as he moves along. But I still like Karatsev to keep on winning, and like to see how he does the rest of the tournament. And Maxime Cressy, I mean, like, I think if possible, like if there's anybody that I'd want to watch, I mean, besides Monfils and Murray, it'll be Cressy. Like, I'm very partial to the serve and volley game, and takes it to the extreme, like serve and volleyer. But unlike a lot of other serve and volley players, he actually has ground strokes. So he, on his return games, he has a beautiful backhand, and which is not typical for an American, like it's the stereotypical like American male player, more like the big serve and forehand game. But Cressy has a really nice backhand, and it's just a beauty to watch him play. So hopefully he keeps on advancing, and I hope to watch, just so I can selfishly watch more of his matches. But yeah, so this recap of the first 2 days. I think a lot of great matches going on, and I know that I missed a lot of them, but I'll try and do this every few days just to give you my insights on what's going on. And lastly, one thing I was going to say is Rublev, watching him play his first round match versus Mayer, and Rublev like absolutely crushes the ball, has the fast whippy stroke as well, and I'm sure that he could hit lines like if you wanted to. But watching him play Mayer, he literally had 5 unforced errors in the first 2 sets. So what Rublev was doing was hitting into big targets and really working the point, causing his opponents to make mistakes or to cough up a short ball, and then Rublev would go for the winner. And so it was a bit of a eye-opening moment for me, because here I am, 4.0 Andy, trying to go for lines on my returns, right? So like if somebody like Rublev is still hitting into big targets, maybe I should do the same. So yeah, so that's my recap and sort of my own lesson from watching the first couple of days. Hope you enjoy the tennis, and go Murray.